Hello, children, and welcome to the second chapter of English literature, Anne's Confession by Lucy Maud Montgomery. Children, let's know about the author of this chapter, Anne's Confession. The author's name is Lucy Maud Montgomery. She was a Canadian author and is best known for her novel Anne of Green Gables. Children, this novel has been made into several movies and TV series over the years. This particular text is a funny and touching extract from Anne of Green Gables. Anne is a sensitive girl with a wonderful imagination, children. She is a red-headed orphan girl. Let's know about the characters of the story, children. First is Anne Shirley. She is an 11 years old orphanage girl. She is a very bright and active girl, children, and she can make friends quickly. Our second character is Marilla Cuthbert. She is in her 50s and she leads a very strict and disciplined life. Let's start our story, children. Matthew and Marilla Cuthbert are a brother and sister in their 50s. They live on a farm called Green Gables in a small Canadian village. They wanted a young boy who will help them with the farm. Children, from this passage we can see that Matthew and Marilla have a farm in small Canadian village and their farm's name is Green Gables. They also want someone to help them in the farm, so they thought of adopting a boy. But due to misunderstanding, Anne Shirley, an 11 years old orphan girl with red hair, is sent to the farm instead of a boy. Anne has spent her childhood in orphanages and with strangers. She is a bright and active girl who quickly makes friends at the farm and at school. Will the strict Marilla like her though? Children, from this passage we can understand that by mistake or because of some misunderstanding, a 11-year-old girl is sent to the farm for the help of Marilla and Matthew instead of the boy, and this girl's name was Anne. She was an orphan girl. Children, by orphan we mean a person who's especially a minor person whose parents have died. So Anne was an orphan girl, but she was very bright and an active girl. And she used to make friends very quickly because of her nature. Now, in this story, let's see if Marilla, who is a very strict lady, whether she likes Anne or not. Let's read ahead, children. One Monday evening, Marilla came down from her room with a worried look on her face. Anne, she said to the small person shelling peas by the table. Have you seen my Emmett's brooch? I can't find it anywhere. I saw it this afternoon when you were away, said Anne a little slowly. Children, in this passage you can see that Marilla is very worried because she can't find her Emmett's brooch. Children, by Emmets we mean a small stone, a purple color stone, which is used in jewelry. Whereas brooch means a piece of jewelry which is attached to our dress or a coat. As soon as Anne heard Marilla asking for it, she remembers that she has seen that brooch in the afternoon when Marilla was not there. I was passing your door when I saw it on the pincushion, so I went in to look at it. Did you touch it? asked Marilla sternly. Yes, admitted Anne. I pinned it on just to see how it would look. In this scene, children, you can see that Anne is replying to Marilla that she has seen the brooch on the pincushion. By pincushion, we means a small cushion pad that is on which we stick pins or needles so that they are not misplaced. But Marilla is not happy with Anne's answer and she asked her, did she touched it? And Anne very cutely replied that yes, not even she has touched it, even she tried it on her dress too. Now let's read ahead, children, to see what happened.
You shouldn't have gone into my room and you shouldn't have touched a brooch that didn't belong to you. Where did you put it? I put it back on the table. Oh, Marilla, I see now that it was wrong and I will never do it again. That's one good thing about me. I never do the same naughty thing twice. That brooch isn't anywhere on the table. You have taken it out or something, Anne, said Marilla. Children, from this scene you can see that Anne realizes she was wrong and apologizes to Marilla. She promises never to do such a thing again. But Marilla does not believe that Anne has put the brooch back on the table because she cannot find it. I did put it back, said Anne quickly. I just don't remember whether I stuck it on the pincushion, but I certainly put it back. I will go and have another look, said Marilla, trying to be fair. Marilla went back to her room and looked carefully, but the brooch was not to be found, and she returned to the kitchen. Children, here Anne is sure that she put it back on the table, but cannot remember if she pinned it on the pincushion or not. So Marilla, trying to be fair enough, she says, okay, I will take another look on my table or on the pincushion. But when she reached the room, she couldn't find the brooch again. Now let's read ahead. Anne, the brooch is gone and you were the last person to see it. Did you take it out and lose it? Tell me the truth. I never took the brooch out of your room and that is the truth, Anne said sincerely. Children, here you can see that Marilla is not ready to believe Anne at all. And according to her, Anne might have lost the brooch because she was the last person to use it and see it. But Anne is sincerely saying that she never took the brooch out of her room. Let's read ahead, children, and find out what happened actually. I believe you are lying, Anne, Marilla said sharply. Now, don't say anything more unless you are prepared to tell the truth. Go to your room and stay there until you are ready to confess. Children, here we can see that Marilla is very angry with Anne and she punishes her by sending her to her room. She asks her to stay there until she is willing to confess. Do you know what you mean by confess, children? Confess means to admit the truth. Actually, according to Marilla, Anne is continuously lying to her that she has not taken the brooch or she has not lost the brooch. But Marilla is not believing it. So she is asking Anne to confess it and say the truth. And children, by sharply, we mean suddenly and angrily. Let's move ahead, children. When Anne had gone, Marilla went about her evening task in a very disturbed state of mind. She may have just taken it to play with and lost it. and is now afraid to admit it? It's clear that she took it because no one else has been in that room. I wouldn't mind so much if she had only told the truth about it, she thought. Children, you can see that after Anne goes to her room, Marilla is in a very disturbed state of mind. By very disturbed state of mind, children, we mean she is very upset and very worried that Anne is lying to her. She could understand that the girl's curiosity by seeing a new thing, but she cannot accept her lying. She hopes Anne will confess soon. With this, we come to the end of our first part, children. We'll come to know about what happened to the brooch in our next video. A small assignment for you, children. You have to learn the words' meaning. These words and the meanings are also given in your textbook. So I hope you will learn it thoroughly. Thank you, children. Take care and do read the chapter from the textbook, children.